Right, so this week work is going to be in a new area within the website. It's just called Software Design and Development Practical. You've already got another section, and that was when we did a lot of the analysis and we looked at standard algorithms. So that's still there, but this is where we'll be doing some practical, and I'll be linked in with the REPL website. Okay, now just to let you see, in terms of when you go onto it, you'll find there's some of the theory booklets there. Okay, so there's the one that we use in Hoik, but there's some other really good booklets as well. And first wee section, I'll just put some link. That's a link to the website REPL, but I'll put some other wee links to some videos, and I'll add some more up here as well, because there's quite a lot of nice wee videos tutorials for higher computing using REPL IT, and it would be a shame not to use them. Now, chapter 1, I've kept it chapters because that's the naming convention in the workbook, but it's really to think of it as week 1. Okay, so chapter 1, we'll be looking at the predefined functions. So you've got your PowerPoint just to explain the different predefined functions, and you've got a worksheet that you'd answer and then hand in. There's 5 pages to it, but it's not as much as it looks, because there's a lot of copying and pasting you can just do in Word and just change a few bits of details, just like you can do in programming. Okay, what you've got here is we've got some example tasks. So these are completed tasks that you can do, so that you can look at. So if I was to click on one of them, I've got it embedded, so you can run the actual program, and it is REPL, so you can run it. It takes a wee bit of time to download, depends on your connection, I suppose. So if I run this program, it'll ask me for a character, to put character D. This will tell me the ASCII equivalent. I'll then say, well, give me an ASCII code, so I'll type in 74, and we'll see what the actual character equivalent of that is. Right, so that's J. Okay, so these programs are up and running. Now what you can do is, if you decide you want to keep this program in your own profile within REPL IT, if you go open program, it comes to, I'm signed in as a student account, so that will have whatever your username is. Now if you go fork, what will happen is that will actually make a wee copy, and that wee copy will appear in my REPLs. Okay, so so it's just loading up, so that's it, basically loading that into your REPLs. So that's, you got your own private copy, you can do as you wish with it. If I go back to student, if I go back to my REPLs, that's where I see it, so I'll see it here. You might want to create a folder called predefined functions, so you can go and predefined functions. Now if I go create, a folder will appear. I can then move this into that folder. So if I move it into predefined functions, that's, you got this. So you can do that with the other one. So if I went back, you'll find that there's ones to do with strings. So there are 4 programs that are all working. Okay, and they show you how you use a function. You can then go in and save them. Okay, and it's, I don't know why they call it forking. I'll need to find out. But you can save them, and then you can create a folder structure if you want. So that's just to get you used to using the functions. The actual practical tasks are in this link, and this link will take you, should take you to the Teams. Okay, so this is me in Teams. Now what you'll have, these are the tasks. Okay, these are the notifications. So anytime I publish a task, you'll see this wee notification there, or if I've given you feedback, you'll get a wee notification. Now these tasks, again, there's a fair few of them, but most of the program's done. It's just for you to actually either add comments to the program, or you're going to be looking at adding a bit of code to get it fully functioning. Okay, so most of the programs, if you ran it, it would throw up an error, but within the comments they actually tell you what they're looking for. Okay, so this one, in this task, you'll have to change x's. Okay, so you're actually just describing what this line of code does. Describe what this line of code does. Okay, so anytime you see an X, that one's probably one of the longest programs there is, and then you can go back, and then once you're happy with it, you can submit it, and then you can have a wee, and obviously I've clicked on that so I can continue working on it. This is another one. So it's a case of working your way through refer back to the notes, the PowerPoint, refer back to the 4 working programs. But this one here is you're replacing the 4 X's or the 3 X's with a bit of code. Okay, so the most of it's working. So you just refer back to the previous programs, and then once you're done, submit it. And then that should be you, okay, and then we'll move on to the week after, but don't worry about that. Right, so that's really, your work is all going to be on the website, and practical work is in the REPL website, and the theory is you download the Word document, predefined functions, fill it in, and then upload it back, and that should be you.